Fox News, which has been caught in defamation, ran a false piece, falsely stating that I said something else that I didn't say. So I stand on that. I stand on the New York Times
So you
quote.
didn't say this bandage was a prop, a spectacle from a candidate who was obsessed with spectacles.
That's fair. A placard for delegates to fill in, an image for political mobilization, a spectacle for this candidate who we know is, by his own admission, obsessed with assorted spectacles. Mr. Lewandowski, I did not say that. That is a false quote.
Right here. It's clear.
What you have is a false quote.
What
you have is a false quote. And I'm putting you on notice. If you continue to repeat falsely that I said that, you will be potentially in a defamation situation because I didn't say that. But I understand that you're working off the internet, which is a lot of false information.
This is what it says.
I wish you luck with that. And Corey Lewandowski, we gave you time.
So you
I appreciate you coming on.
President for that.
Thank you for joining me. Corey Lewandowski, Trump 2024, and we will be right back.
It's really sad that the media is in line with the Harris-Biden campaign. Just today, Rogan criticized MSNBC for deceptively editing a clip that made it appear that the popular podcaster was showering praise on Kamala Harris, when in fact he was lauding former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard. He began his show yesterday by debunking a rumor circulating online that he was planning to file a suit against MSNBC. He says, "I'm not suing MSNBC, but this is what MSNBC did. They took a clip of me talking about Tulsi Gabbard and they edited it up and made it look like I was saying great things about Kamala Harris. This is what they do." So again, we can't even trust this interview that's going to air. We don't have any type of investigative reporting. We don't get any type of questions, accountability to her flip-flopping on various issues. And then that brings us to the debate. So they have finally decided on the parameters and everything for the debate between Kamala Harris and Trump. So Trump announced that he and Kamala have agreed to participate in a debate on ABC on September 10th. Trump indicates that the rules will be the same as those for the CNN debate he had with President Joe Biden. He announced this on his Truth Social yesterday. So he referred to ABC as by far the nastiest and most unfair newscaster in the business. So, I mean, Shelley, do you think that we're going to get a fair shake on this? Is Kamala, what are you expecting out of this debate? That's what I should ask.
I'm expecting zero. No substance, no policy, no coherency. I mean, she's not going to be, what is she going to do? What do we expect? That's what I expect. I expect her to cackle. I expect her to laugh. Oh, maybe she might unburden us from something. I don't know. Maybe, she might, whatever. But I don't have many expectations. My expectations are as low as the standards that we have set for many of our school children.
Oh, yeah. I mean, T, what about I know we're talking about the debate, but to go back to the interview, do you think that they're actually going to question her and hold her to account on the flip-flop she has done on many issues?
No. And this is where she's going to lie. I mean, every time they open their mouth and talk about things that Trump has said or done, they're going to lie. And what I hope is that Trump is prepared to counter these lies and to make sure that he's sticking to the policy and nothing else and just debating, because she's going to be more prepared when it comes to, because, she's an attorney. She went to law school, so she knows how to bicker and go back and forth. I just hope that, on script, they're going to know the questions. So I just hope that Trump is prepared to counter the lies, because they're going to be prepared for them to lie.
Yeah. What are your thoughts there, Yana? Between this debate and the interview for tomorrow, will she be held to account on the flip-flopping she's done on several issues?
I don't think she's going to be held account by MSNBC or whoever's going to be asking the questions. I do hope that Trump is prepared, and I think he will be prepared, because didn't he just hire Tulsi Gabbard to...
She's on his campaign.
Yeah, to help him. So I think that would help. And I don't expect her to be really prepared, actually. I don't see her as having Like I see like there's nothing. Like there's like air in her brain. Like literally when I listen to her, there's nothing of substance ever coming out. It's just slogans one after another. So I don't expect her to really have smart responses.
Well, she does. One thing you can expect is for her to flip-flop and lie. And she has changed her stance on multiple issues. Take a look at this. This is just an example.
And folks, on the subject of transnational gangs, let's be perfectly clear. The president's medieval vanity project is not going to stop them.
This issue is about a vanity project for this president.
Right.
And it is a problem of his own making.
Right.
And listen, when I travel this country, folks have plenty enough problems that they need their president to focus on.
You know what?
Instead of a wall that, by the way, because I was a prosecutor for many years, including the Attorney General of California, I specialized on transnational criminal organizations.
Yeah.
That wall ain't gonna stop them.
No.
Oh my gosh. So
I
that's
cannot do 4 years of that cackling. I'm leaving the country on record.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Embarrassing.
Well, that was her. So Axios put out an article recently, I think it was this week, saying that now she is for building the wall. Her stance on building the wall, southern border, following the attack. So basically, she's pledging to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to build a wall on the southern border, backing a bipartisan border security bill floated through Congress earlier this year. So you see, that was a clip of her saying that she's laughing about the wall. She said it was a vanity project of Trump's. Now she's saying she wants to build the wall. So I know how we react, but do you believe that Americans are falling for this? She's totally changed her stance, and this is what she's going to do?
Yes, many the Democratic Party largely have fallen for this, or they believe her. But this is interesting. She's talking about, what does she say? That wall ain't gonna stop nobody, or this is a vanity project.
Right, yeah,
what is
Trump's.
a vanity project in protecting your country? That is one of the fundamental responsibilities of the executive branch of the federal government, is to protect our borders, to define where our boundaries are geographically, so that we can have the sovereignty that our constitutional republic demands. Why is that funny? Why do you cackle over that? That's what a president is supposed to do. I don't get it. And they're sitting up there, of course, on there with the View, and they're co-signing this foolishness. And then she's embarrassing. I don't know another word. And I'm not trying to just mock her just because she's a woman or whatever. No, she is embarrassing as a woman. She would be embarrassing if she was doing the same thing as a man. So that I'm just equal opportunity in that way. This is utterly embarrassing, and it's so embarrassing that she's dangerous, because she's going to leave us, here I go T, ass out to be invaded.
And during her presidential run in 2020, she explicitly said, "I'm not going to vote for a wall under any circumstances." Yana, now she has an ad out against Trump, and she's featuring Trump's border wall in the ad.
She's lying.
Duh.
She is lying, because I think the news are getting to them that there are Democrats that are starting to go towards Trump. And so what are the issues that bother them? And the wall is one, the border security is one of the issues. And so they're telling her, or they're advising her, that she needs to change her stance. But I think she's lying. Absolutely. She's not planning on spending money on border security.
T, why would anyone believe her after the lies and the flip-flops that she has done? And I'm talking about independent voters. You know, we have the Democrat people who are going to vote for her, Republicans who are conservative or not, mostly, unless they're never Trumpers. But the people in the middle that are still undecided, are they seeing that she is, not trustworthy?
Some are, but because they're blinded by identity politics, they don't care. And that's the sad part. And I mean, it's right here in your face. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, believe it or not. And was it George Michael? Come a chameleon. Here she goes. And she's a chameleon. And not only the border, but the tips. She stole the tips idea from Trump. Like,
Exactly,
I don't see how they don't see that, but they don't care, even if they do.
So with the voters, the Democrats, remember when it was about the COVID vaccine?
Yeah.
When Trump introduced it, they were all like, oh no, it's a Trump's vaccine. And then when the Democrats were were really hard pushing for it, oh, absolutely, everyone needs to get it and we need to enforce it. So it's like, it depends, who is promoting the issue. So now the wall is going to be just fine.
Wow.
I think because they know that the wall is an issue, that's why they're trying to. Because black people, especially, and voters are like, nah, this isn't right. These 40 million, 80 million, how many people have come over here illegally? They don't like that, especially when they're giving these resources to these illegals.
I got
So
one word. Why the independents or some of them will vote for or fall for this? Trump. Oh,
Here we go.
that's why.
give it to him, Shelly.
Here we go, take it.
Give it to him again, Shelly. They ain't see it.
It's all
now
about
this is what we need a close
Trump.
up.
It's all about Trump. Here you go, Krista.
Krista,
It's all about
yeah,
Trump.
where's Krista?
That's what it's about. When they say Trump,
There's Krista.
and they are making this whole thing against Trump. So,
Yeah, they really are. They really are. But she's a liar. She lies about her policies, and she also, which is one of the biggest lies that she still has not answered, is how could she have been the right hand of Biden, and she was constantly pushing that he was smartest person in the room. He is the smartest person out there, and he obviously wasn't.
So, people are saying that Biden is too old. We hear it constantly. I've met him many times. He seems very robust. He told me he works out every day. Yeah. I see him on television. All right, I'm the same age, so I resent that remark. But besides that, the other side seems doddering to me. He's eating cheeseburgers. He's overweight. He's always in a golf cart. I mean, why is Biden getting the bad rap and not Trump? I don't get it.
Well, first of all, let me just address the issue directly, because I spend a lot of time with our president, be it in the Oval Office, the Situation Room, you name it. We have a president in Joe Biden who is forward-thinking in a way that we've not seen in a long time. I mean, this is a president, many people talked about taking on the issue of the climate crisis. We were talking about young voters. Because this president was relentless in saying we must do something about it, we are in the process of investing over $1 trillion in the climate crisis. This is a president who said we need to take on the issue of student loan debt, in spite of many members of Congress who fought against it. Joe Biden, I've been in the Oval Office where heads of various countries, allies, have called literally to ask Joe Biden for his advice. So why are they doing it, Joy? Because they have nothing to run on.
Thank you.
They have nothing to run on. That's right.
You see, she's lying. We know that we had been showing videos, people have been capturing Biden in awful positions. He's talking, he can't remember what he's saying, he's stuttering and things like that. She's lying. She's lying. This was just a couple of months ago when she said that.